Sawadee-ka, everyone. Okay, my name is Bruce Lee. Okay, for real. Okay, so this is sort of like a repeat of what I have just talked about in World Digital Engineering Summit, okay, in the Digital EPC conference. Before we start, I want to do like a sort of like a test. Okay, I'm going to hum a song, and I want to see how many people recognize this song. Okay, actually it's not a song, just music. Okay. Da 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 da. Okay. Raise your hand if you recognize this music. Okay? Huh?
Is it Star Wars?
It's not Star Wars. But that actually reveals how old you are. Okay? Anyone want to try? Or, okay, I repeat. Da 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 da. Huh? Okay. Avengers. Okay, so basically what we did just now is a experience synchronization. Okay, I can tell basically all the staff in Hyderabad, they are very busy, very responsible, so they don't have much time for movie. Okay, but the test just now is basically just by having a signposting or a hint. You basically synchronize experience with someone that have go through the movie. Okay, so just to make it more relaxed, okay, let's watch the part. Okay, so next time if let's say anyone asks you, have you watched the Avengers? Okay. Alright, so out of all of the Avengers series movie, whenever you have some epic scene or whatsoever, this soundtrack will be there. So whenever you heard this sound, then you'll feel like, oh, very excited, everyone coming together and all that. Okay. So alright. So to continue, okay, this is basically what is actually happening in our world now. Okay, so this is the feedback cycle wave by Philip Thompson, 2013. Okay, so the first wave is basically analog discussion. Okay, so whenever you are doing, exam papers, okay, or maybe memos, okay, letters. Basically, this is analog. Okay, then later you have digital decisions, okay, where you have email, slightly better. You don't have to wait like 1 week for the letter to arrive. Okay, then you have like predictive digitals, big data analytics, and artificial intelligence. So what does this mean? It means that we are getting faster and faster. Okay, that's why everyone feels that your time is not enough, you are very busy, you can't even have the time to watch Avengers. Okay, so this basically addresses the biggest challenge that is actually being faced by the higher education. If let's say the world is moving at such a pace, how can we actually train the next generations of employees? Basically, it's very hard. Okay, so to put into context, I know that not everyone is from the construction industry, but basically this is what is being faced by the construction industry. So in terms of the transformation of digital tools, be maturity level 2. BIM stands for Building Information Modeling. Okay, so basically, I think in every industry, you have a game-changing technology. Okay, so in oil and gas, it could be shale gas. Okay, and in the banking, it could be fintech. Okay, so for for construction industry, building information modeling, we are at level 2. So this is at level 3, and we have all these digital tools that's being integrated as part of the process, RFID, telemetry, okay. Okay, then later you have like self-assembly buildings. Okay, so in the future, you don't have to build any buildings. The buildings will build by themselves. Self-assembly architecture. Finally, advanced robotic, autonomous vehicles and all that. Okay, one of the things that is very alarming is 50% reduction of skilled workers. We are moving very fast, and because of, well, all this digital disruption, basically we need lesser and lesser workforce. Okay, but at the same time, if you look at the wave of the digital technologies, humans need to learn very fast. Okay, if let's say you don't upgrade yourself, it's very easy for your role to be obsolete. Okay, so we are actually living in the world where future shock. Okay, you can actually Google and look for this book, Future Shock, written in 1970 by Alvin and Heidi Toffler. Okay, so I guess I'm not going into a lot of this, but you'll see some of the, well, terms that you see, like blockchain, okay, robots, and also nanosecond procurement. Well, sound fancy, but basically it's just like how you book your hotel online, okay, real time, okay, global supply chain, okay, and talks about cyber risk. So there are so many things happening, and human beings are in the need of a learning process which should be better and also faster. Okay, so before this, again, I want to show you another movie. Okay, so okay.
The Matrix is a system, Neil. That system is our enemy. When you're inside, you look around, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters, the very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of that system, and that makes them our enemy. You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to be unplugged. And many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on the system, that they will fight to protect it. Were you listening to me, Neo? Or were you looking at the woman in the red dress? I was looking at.
Okay, so how many of you actually watched this movie? Okay, good. Well, okay, so it's a really sort of like outstanding movie, 1999. Okay, so that was like 20 years back, and that makes me 28 years old. Okay, so many movies? No, we are talking about learning spaces, and also how do we actually incorporate pedagogy. Okay, first second. Basically, this is your module outline. Okay, so in the movie, the traffic light is not shown for no reason. Okay, so basically at the start of this online training conducted to Neo, it actually indirectly hinted that, okay, this training is about how do you actually recognize the danger factors in the matrix, okay, and perhaps you should look for someone in red, okay, if that's how you interpret it.
The matrix is a system, Neil. That system is our enemy. When you're inside, you look around, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters. The very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we...
Okay, so if you look at this path, you observe all the pedestrians. Okay, the theme and the color of their outfits is just only what color? Only two colors, white and also black. Okay, white and black. And if you observe, there's no one other than Morpheus walking at the same direction. Everyone is against. Why? Because Neo, they are the rebellions. Okay, so the whole scene is actually being contextualized. Okay, just like a teaching and learning module. All right, just like what we did for Groteli. Okay, so Morpheus is the lecturer, a lecturer that actually gives lectures walking like this. Okay, and then with a very cool code and whatsoever.
These people are still a part of that system, and that makes them our enemy. You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to be unplugged. And many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on the system, that they will fight to protect it. Were you listening to me, Neo? Or were you looking at the woman in the red dress? I was again.
Okay, so basically this is a training environment for the people who want to escape from Matrix to understand, okay, how the Matrix works and getting cue what is actually not right and what is actually dangerous. Your adrenaline shoots up, emotional, okay. I can tell you, you will remember that for your life. Okay, why? Because emotion is the best chemical substance to burn the content into your memory. Okay, so basically that's how, okay, experience synchronization works. So when I say experience synchronization, basically everyone that go through the training models, they have the similar or the same experience. Okay, so
Tank, load the jump program. You have to let it all go, Neil. Fear, doubt, disbelief. Free your mind.
What if he makes it? Let's have him make the first jump. I know. But what if he does?
He won't.
Right. No problem. No problem, right. What does that mean?
It doesn't mean anything.
Everybody falls the first time. Right, Finn?
okay, so we always emphasize that experience is actually very important. Okay, one of the reasons why experience is important is because experience is basically formed by mistakes. Okay, so if let's say as a management of a company, you would like to hire experienced staff. Why? Because most probably the staff has made his or her mistakes at other organizations. Yes, and we know that mistake is costly. Okay, so that's why we shouldn't teach the perfect answer to the students. We have to use mistakes as part of a very powerful teaching tools, so that they can understand the mistake before they go into the real world. Okay, so that is also one of the key. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, so I think I have to fast forward. Well, what I say may be just a fantasy, okay? But basically, this is the mixed reality medical emergency response team trainer prototype designed by Human Interface Technologies team, University of Birmingham. Okay, so when you are training a paramedic, a nurse, whatsoever, of course, if let's say it's under a controlled environment, it's always calm and peace. What about, let's say you are actually treating someone, well, in the helicopter, okay, or in a war zone, okay, or in a really horrible accidents or crime scene, okay. So other than the skill and the competency, it is best that they are actually being put into the real experience. Okay, so that they still have the emotional stage that can perform their duty. Okay, so if let's say you want to put experience synchronization as part of the pedagogy, okay, so we know that it's nothing new. Experiential learning is nothing new. It's actually being mentioned by COPS, experiential learning. Okay, but as innovation, okay, so experience synchronization, okay, is termed as pedagogical approach that identifies, analyze, deconstruct critical experience from the field. So that means you must go into the industry and find out what are the critical experience that you need, deconstruct it, then later you design, construct, and synchronize such meaningful experience to the learners. Okay, if let's say you want to code, you can code me. Okay. Thank you very much.